What is the best distance for light bulb spacing when putting Christmas lights on your house? When you're putting lights around your roof, your garage, your windows, anything where you have a strand of lights and you're going to put C9 light bulbs, what's the best distance between bulbs? I have been putting 9-inch distance between my bulbs because when I first started, I thought more was better. But now that I'm learning more, I'm finding that the standard for companies that come to your house and they put them on, theirs are about 12 inches. So we have a 9-inch and a 12-inch. So I have purchased 2 different strands here and they're different colors. This one has a 15-inch spacing, so that's the spacing between these 2 bulbs. And then the white strand I have is a 12-inch spacing. So if we hold them up together, it'll be a little bit closer than these other bulbs. And I have a 9-inch spacing, which is what I normally use, so that'll be about right here. So I'm gonna go put all of these on the back of my house and we're gonna test them out. I just realized the white strand is pre-made, so it has the male and female already connected to it right there. And then my 15-inch does not. So I need to go get some male and female ends and let's put them on this cord before we go hang it up. I wasn't sure what color I was gonna use to do this. I was thinking about using white because that's pretty standard and it's nice and bright. And then we'll see if having less bulbs is going to be less bright. But my white ones are being used on the front of the house right now by my steps and I don't want to take them down. So I might use another fairly bright color and maybe I'll do some frosted colors versus non-frosted colors. But I do know that I've seen some pictures. I'm actually starting to like them a little more spaced out because you get a little bit more of the bulb definition and the color. So I'm kind of excited to see how that works. So let's put some male and female ends on this strand real quick. So real quick, I'm going to show you how to add a male plug to a light strand. So these light strands come in many different lengths and you can cut them to get to the exact length which you want, which is what makes these really useful. That's how you can get a professional looking look on everything. But you're going to see inside of here, it might be kind of hard to see, there are 2 sharp prongs that are going to pierce the wire. We have a large side and a small side on our plugs. And on the strand, we have the rib side and a smooth side. So you're going to look at this and you're going to have that the ribbed side will pierce to the larger side of your plug. So I'm going to have to put it this way. And it's just going to be by a compression. So you're going to push it in like this. And mine aren't the same color because I'm just making this for my backyard. And then you have a lid and all you're going to do is slide it on. You don't even have to cut anything. So you slide it and it'll make a compression fitting. And you can usually sometimes just push it by your hand like that. And we have a plug. So I'm going to do the same thing on the back with the female plug so that this side isn't just open. And then I'm going to go get some Christmas lights and we're going to fill up these bulb sockets. Like I said, these are C9 that we're using today. And we'll put it on the roof. So let's go get some lights. The lights that I decided to use are white classic color by Tru-tone. I like these because they're LED and they have that vintage, just classic look. But I was going to use the clear ones, but candle glow, but I don't actually have enough of them to make a whole bunch of strands because I only have a few on the front of my house. And so I did have to grab some gutter clips. And the nice thing about these gutter clips is they just kind of go like that. And you take your bulb and you twist it on and it will hold your bulb in place. So the gutter is going to be right here. This is the inside and that'll face out. So it's going to be facing straight out. And I find even with the Tru-tone, it works really well. And one of the benefits of doing different lengths, this 18-inch cord is going to use less bulbs than my current 9-inch cords that I'm using. So it would be cheaper to use wider spacing. Also, the wider spacing cord is a little bit cheaper to buy. But like I said, when I was starting these and buying them, I was just thinking more is always better. And so now that I've done it for a while, it might not be that way. I have not purchased more this year because it just wasn't in the budget. So that's why I'm only doing a 25-foot test in the back of my house. So let me put all these in. So here we are at the last bulb of my 25-foot cord, and my 25-foot cord took 25 lights. So I don't remember what a box of Tru-tone is. It's like $35 or something. So you're looking at $35, maybe more, for 25 feet of light bulbs when you're doing a 12-foot difference between bulbs. So something to think about. And now I'm going to do my other cord, which is 15 inches, and that will use even less bulbs. So that'll save a little bit of money. So these are Tru-tone bulbs. If you don't know anything about them, they are a LED bulb, it says LED, and they're supposed to look like a vintage C9 bulb. They have C9, C7. They do not have mini bulbs at the time that I'm making this, mini lights, but they have really cool like vintage packaging. It's all just kind of fun. If you've watched my channel, you know that that's kind of what I've been using to cover my house every year. And so every year I'm doing something different. And this year I'm doing a green and blue variation of Tru-tone bulbs. So let me put these together. So after putting a bulb every 15 inches, I have 5 bulbs left. I know there's 1 bulb missing. I started with 1 missing in this box. So you are a fifth of the price cheaper when you're going to use 15 inch versus 12 inch. So that's kind of nice. So it'll definitely save you some money, like I said, because these are not cheap. And now I'm going to go put in my 9-inch spacing, which is going to use even more, and it's going to cost me more money. And now I really hope that it's going to look nice. We have all of the bulbs up. We have 9-inch spacing, 12-inch spacing, and 15-inch spacing. It's hard to tell right now because they're all on, but these are the clips. They go right here, and these ones face straight out, like I said. So we're gonna come back when it gets a little bit darker so you can see how much each of these bulbs are spread apart. But I've got a whole bunch of them on the top of this gutter system, and we will come back in a little bit and see how they look at the 3 different spacings. All right, all the bulbs are up. So now we're gonna test out our different spacings. I messed up and I made it all blurry, so I had to redo it again. And that was after I changed some of the bulb colors. That's why we have blue and white bulbs. So you might get a little bit more bulb definition now that we have different colors. I'm doing it from really far away, so this is kind of what it would look like from the road. So you're not gonna always be up close. And then I'm gonna do it up close real quick on the bulbs, and then I have a little plug-in that'll kind of add some motion to the bulbs. So we'll see how that looks. So let's look at our bulbs real quick. We have all of them on right now. So this is what I'm doing this year, is 9-inch spacing. So every 9 inches we have a bulb. It's gonna be a lot more bulbs, so it's gonna cost more to use. A lot of people like to use 12 inches. So here is 12 inches. So you can see a little bit more spacing. This is about the industry standard. I think it's kind of, it looks nice on a house. And then on the last one, which people have been telling me they use more and more, is 15 inches. So here's 15 inches. I like it. I think if you had all one color, it might look a little bit commercial, but that's just my opinion. But with multiple colors, I think it would really help because then you could see each individual color. So we have 15 inches and we have 12 inches. So there's not a huge difference. 15, 12, 15, 12. You'll see a difference if I go to 15. And then if I go over here to 9, which is what I'm doing, you'll see how there's a lot more bulbs. So we have 9 inches, we have 15 inches, 9 inches. There's a lot more bulbs when you have 9-inch spacing. We have 15 inches and then 9 inches. I have heard some companies say that they do 12 inches, just kind of as their standard when they're installing on houses. And then some people said that they started to do 15 because it's a little bit cheaper. And as long as you talk to the person putting lights on your houses and ask them if it's 12 or 15, it's not really a problem. But if somebody is putting 12 on your house every year and then the next year they put 15, then they would start to notice, especially if they're gonna charge you the same and it's gonna be less bulbs for them to use. So just something to think about and ask people when they're putting them on. So now let's look at the window real quick. This is a 12-inch spacing around the window. I'm using blue and green jewel tone bulbs. These are what I'm going to use around the window. So a 12-inch spacing actually looks really nice. So now let's look at a 15 and a 9-inch spacing and see how they look, and maybe I could put all three of them and we can compare them together. Here we have the 15-inch spacing, and as you can see, the bulbs are a little bit further apart. There are 3 less bulbs on this window. So you could definitely see each individual bulb around the edge, but still looks pretty nice. So this is 15-inch spacing around a window. And now we have 9-inch spacing. This is the most amount of bulbs. So as you can see, there's definitely a lot more color around the window. Maybe a little bit harder to see each individual bulb, but there we go. There's 9-inch spacing. That's definitely the most bulbs and the most light. Here's 9, which is what like I said, I normally use. And then here is 15, which is the widest spacing, which is what some people seem to really like. Like I said, got some comments, people like that. Definitely not as bright if you're using 15 spacing versus 9. And then here is 12. So let's look real quick. We got 12, 15, 12, 15, and 12 again. And then now let's do 12 and 9. So here's 12, here's 9, and 12, 9, 12. So there's definitely less bulbs, as you can see. You can get more definition if you have them spread further apart. But some might install 15 just to save money, which does save you a little bit of money, but if you're doing a ton, it's gonna spend more, probably depend more on the price of your bulbs. If you're using Tru-tone, it would cost definitely less. I think these white ones aren't too bright. That actually, I don't really mind the 9, but it definitely is a lot brighter and they're a lot closer. So there's 12. Real quick, I have this light LED wizard thing that you can plug different strands into to add some motion. As you know, Tru-tone are just stagnant bulbs. They don't turn on and off. But because I have 3 strands up there, I'm gonna hook in 3 of these and we're going to see what it looks like. So there's not much flicker with these bulbs. I don't know if you can see much, but it looks pretty normal. Sometimes you can tell when you have a light behind you and you shake it. But I have someone who doesn't like flicker on bulbs. These are actually nice bulbs that I don't have any complaints about. But let's plug this in. All right, I have them plugged in. There might be some flashing lights, but also a test on how well the Tru-tone bulbs can fade in and out. So we have them fading in and out. They look pretty good. I have different settings. I don't know what is what. So let's say you want to do a marquee. Here's how they look with a dim and a little bit brighter. So that looks pretty nice. It's off. That's all of them on, very bright. Oh, looks like it's slowly dimming, so there should be a 4th strand. I only have 3, but you can see how well they dim. Just passing this little test, just using this little thing that I bought from Lowe's. And so there must only be a few different settings that it has. I don't know what all the settings it does. So we have all on, all fading, that's annoying. Flashing, that's annoying. There they are moving. So as you see, it's cutting off because there should be a 3rd bulb. So it looks like it would move if you had 4 strands. And there's like a slow fade. That's pretty cool. And there's like a movement. So there should be a 4th bulb. That's why it's gonna look a little bit off, whatever it's doing. But actually, just shows you. And here we go. These bulbs fade in and out really well. Like I said, I've not sponsored or anything, though that'd be cool. They are really impressive. I'm really impressed with these LED bulbs. Because if you've used LED bulbs in the past, you know they just don't fade well. As time has gone on, they've gotten a lot better. So we will change the colors and we'll be back and just test it with different colors real quick to see what it looks like. I switched all the bulbs, and real quick we're going to go through the same things with blue and white bulbs. So this might make the bulbs stand out a little bit better and just look a little bit different, since you're not going to always use one color bulb. So let's start with 9-inch bulbs. This is what I'm using this year. So you can still see the difference between the bulbs pretty good. Not sure how well the camera picks it up, but there it is. So that's 9 inches. Now let's do 12 inches. There's 12. And because there's bulbs on each side of it, it might kind of stop some of the light from shining to both sides. So it might make it a little bit different. And here is 15. So a lot of people go between 12 and 15. So here's 15 and 12 and 15 and then 12. So you can see they're a little bit more spaced out when I go to the 15. So that's just the different colors. So let me know what you like the best. You know, I don't think there's really a wrong answer. 12 is probably the most common. I did 9, like I said, because it was what I thought at the time was more lights was just be better. But I know a lot of people are starting to go to 15, partly because it's a little bit cheaper. But there's 12, and that's what most people seem to like. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.